is Thursday, you guys. It is Thursday, and I'm just going to wait until some people jump on. Wait until some people jump on before I get going. Maybe one or two people that want to jump on and ask their questions. I'm a little bit early because I have a Zoom at 6:30, and so I want to be ready for that. But I hope that you guys have been having a good Thursday. Ooh, I forgot about that. Y'all, my lawn is full of weeds. My lawn is full of weeds. Y'all know I just moved into this house, or those of you have been here, and so I need to get the lawn guy out to get my weeds taken care of because I can't take it. I cannot take it. So, but today we're talking about expectations, and we're going to do a little bit of tough love as it relates to credit repair and setting expectations for your life. I'll share this story with you. I have a 15-year-old daughter, and this morning we were headed to school, and she wanted to go out for spring break to hang out with her friends. And I didn't let her hang out with her friends because she had two grades that I wasn't happy with. She hadn't turned in assignments. So all spring break, she didn't get to hang out with her friends. And she begged me. It was the end of the world. And she's not dramatic at all because she is pretty much the epitome of a Disney princess. When I don't speak in my Disney princess voice, she's upset. She's the opposite of me. I'm all bubbly and she's extra as far as being sweet and just very laid back. But I did not allow her to hang out with her friends because I knew I had to teach her a life lesson. It wasn't that she didn't, those two grades were faltering because she didn't have the knowledge and the ability to do it. It was because she wasn't doing what she needed to do. So, but it hurt me. It's true. For parents, it hurts us a lot because I want her to enjoy her life. I want her to have fun, but I had to do it because if I didn't, then what am I teaching her? What am I teaching her about life and what life means? So anyway, imagine after the spring break in a week, them grades pop back up and we got all A's and B's. So I just felt like I needed to come on, especially I have all kinds of experiences with people all the time as it relates to, mindset and as it relates to how people are moving in their lives and how seriously they take their lives. And so this is a tough love discussion today. Today we're doing tough love. We're going to talk about expectations really quickly. I have a 6:30 call, but I wanted to jump on and do this. But so when it comes to credit and credit repair, you want to set the expectation that credit repair is not a magic bullet. A lot of people will go to credit repairs like, can you get this off of my credit? No one can guarantee that. Because even if you pay somebody $1,500 and they do a credit sweep, and I did a video on credit sweeps and basically what that looks like, a lot of times it comes back on your credit report because even though that person will fraudulently file an identity fraud case for you, it comes back. So you're now out of $1,500. I have people who spend, I've heard, thousands of dollars and then they don't get the results that they need. So I created a business model because I genuinely care about people and I genuinely want people to succeed. That's why my business model and what I do is more around coaching and sharing information. That's why I spend hours a day, not getting paid for it, to share information. And I don't think people understand how much time and effort I put into it. And I don't get compensated for it. Like, I'm not, my money and how I live and What I do in my life is not paid for by my, but by this. Where I make my money is in other ways, in other areas of my life. I share this information because to me, we're at a disadvantage. And I say we, meaning most people are at a disadvantage because we didn't learn this information early on. And when I hear people who just need a little bit of information, I cannot help myself. I just share it. And most of the time I do it for free and I do it for hours and I get very little in return for that. But the tough love for you is this. Credit repair is not a magic bullet. So don't come to me, don't go to anyone else thinking that, oh, it's going to be a magic bullet. It's going to, if there's something that this person can do that's going to wipe out all of the negative items on my credit report. That is not true. What you can get from people is you can feel their vibe, their energy, and decide, is this person sharing information with me that I can use? And then use the information to try to see if it will work in your favor. The other thing is to understand that I'm going to be honest with you guys. Again, this is tough love. A lot of times the items that are on your report are because of what you did. So soak that in. Accept accountability for your actions. So it may be a situation where if you can't get it removed based on laws in the Fair Credit Reporting Act or the FDCPA, where there's a loophole that you can win, because I'm all about using the loopholes, because I think that the time frame that you're penalized for having to have an item on your credit report is too long. I think that the amount of points that you lose is too much, and the effect is a huge impact on whether or not you can get credit. So I do support using the loopholes. But if you can't get a loophole, relax, chill, and then just move forward with time and building. Move forward with time and making sure that you're moving forward and you're not making the same choices. I don't want to say mistakes because sometimes it's not even a mistake. Sometimes it's life happening. Sometimes it's just that you didn't have information. Sometimes it's just exactly, you didn't know. You didn't know that if I do this, this is going to happen to my credit. So do your best during the phase where you see, okay, I can't do anything as far as credit repair. So let me just gain knowledge. So what you'll want to do is set your mindset to gaining knowledge about the credit game and let time aid you over time. Build knowledge and action. Because again, the tough love piece here, guys, is that 9 times out of 10, we got ourselves in that situation. Sometimes it is just a life situation that gets us in that experience, but we have to always self-reflect and think, what can we do differently? And one of the biggest things is that we have to look at our finances and think about them from a different perspective. So we have to be looking at our finances like we look at anything else that we love and enjoy. So whatever that is for you, then put that same energy into your finances. And all that means is have a financial journal. Write everything down. Come up with a plan that works for you, and look up a budget. I have many videos, and I'll put a budget down below. It's not there now, but I will put a budget down below. Put a budget together for yourself. If you've never done that, if you've never done a budget, do that. Invest in an Acorn account. Do something different to move yourself forward so that you're not in the same mindset, because a lot of times we get stuck in that mindset of, oh, I need to get this off my credit, that off my credit. How did that get on your credit in the first place? Think about the choices that you made. That's the tough love. That's the tough love you have to give yourself. And that's the mindset you want to get yourself into so that you don't fall back into the same pattern or behavior. And then also remembering that there's no one on the planet that can promise you that they're going to be able to get items removed from your credit report. All you can do is work through the process with somebody who can, someone who can share with you information that maybe will help you and support you to move forward. The next thing, so the best case scenarios are that you want you working on it and a coach. Because when you hire somebody to handle your credit and to help you to build credit or to help you to repair your credit, they can't do it for you. They can't, you know, no one has the magic wand. You have to put in the effort and the work. So it's all about you knowing that you have to save yourself. Nobody's gonna save you. No one's supposed to save you. You know what I mean? I mean, really let that sink in. Accountability, self-accountability is so critical, not only for credit repair, but across the board. So mindset shift, making sure that you budget, making sure that you understand that if that item is on your report and you're able to get it removed, you are blessed, because it's not that easy to do it. And especially now, because you've seen previous videos, if you're on my channel, then you know that you've seen videos recently in the past few months where I've shared where you hear people talking, people in the industry, upper level people in the industry talking about how they cannot stand credit repair. So if you know this, then know that it's not going to be easy. There's nobody that can just fix it for you like that. So know that it's not an easy thing. There is a challenge. Thank you for the like. I appreciate whoever it is out there. I hope you're having an amazing Thursday. But I won't reiterate everything else that I've said, but basically, I'm just giving you a little bit of tough love today, because sometimes what I see the most as far as issues is that people do not take accountability. They just want to fix because they need something at the time. Take accountability for your actions. Look at yourself, examine yourself. It's not always an easy thing to do, but it is a necessary thing to do, because if you don't do that, then you're never going to fix it. If you don't acknowledge that there is something that you need to fix and work on, then you'll never, ever be able to move forward. So, what I want people to do also is not beat yourself up. So if you're in a situation where you can't remove an item from your credit report, you don't beat yourself up. What you do is you gain knowledge so that you can move forward. What do I need to do moving forward from here? So that's why a person who gets a bankruptcy, they can move forward and they can still win, and they still in 2 years can purchase a home if they build alongside the bankruptcy. That's why I love when I talk to young people. I talked to a young man the other day. I'm always talking to people, but I spoke to this young man the other day, and he was sharing with me that, and he was so polite. He was yes ma'aming me everywhere. I'm like, you don't have to yes ma'am me, but he just didn't know how to build. And so I shared with him how to build, and he was appreciative, and he will win because he's seeking information and knowledge. And he's 20 years old and wants to be an entrepreneur. So if share this information. I think that point is to tell you to share this information with other people. Each one teach one. Share this channel. So that they can, gain information on how to move forward, how to succeed, how to build, and just how to be real with yourself. Be real, I've done videos, and underneath the videos, people will talk about how they know that it's a challenge and you cannot just remove negative items all the time. It's hard, you can, but it takes a certain level of documentation and using the laws, etc. But at the same time, don't get cocky. Don't get cocky. Remember that you know that was yours. You know that was your account. So don't get super cocky about it. Just do your very best using the laws to move forward. The other important thing as far as tough love in this video is we are not willing to invest in ourselves. We want everything for free. We want to get everything quick, snapping in a hurry. We have to be willing to dedicate ourselves, and we have to be willing to invest. I get so many people that they want the free information from me and they want my time, but they don't want to invest anything. And I have such a huge heart that I'm willing to give a lot of information, but sometimes I'm like, whoo, I've given you a ton of information. It's someone else's chance, or sometimes it's a situation where, people, you have to understand that, you have to pour into yourself. You have to invest in yourself. You have to sit down and think through the process. When you've been given, some steps, take those steps and move forward on your own. Take those steps and continue to move forward. Yes, you may need further guidance, but don't handicap yourself by relying on other people to move you forward. You have to move yourself forward. You have to stand up in yourself. You have to pour into yourself. If you don't do that, we're not going to survive. There's so many people that are depressed. There's so many people that are going through things. Don't let that be you. Pour into yourself. Write down. I have in my phone, I was going to pull it up, but I have in my notes the things that bring me joy. And I shared that with my son, my middle son, the other day. These are the things that bring me joy. And the reason why I shared that with him is so that he has an example of how to live his life. Because if you don't, the world will suck the joy out of you. Living in this society, in this rat race, will suck the joy right out of you. So you have to remember who you are. You have to pour into yourself. So I'm going to end it right here. I thank all of you that joined me today. For whoever just popped on, I am going to end the live, but of course it will be up on the channel unless I watch it and I don't like it. But today was a tough love video, just pouring into yourself and setting expectations and just making sure that you don't set expectations for other people that you should be setting for yourself, and that you invest in yourself, and understanding the credit repair process, and understanding that you have to be responsible for your financial situation. And yes, it's tiresome, and yes, it's tiring, but if you don't take the time to take care of your financial situation, why do you think someone else is supposed to sit there and take care of your financial situation? Why do you think someone else is supposed to spend their time, and they're not getting paid for it, and sit there and handle everything for you? You can't do that. You have to take responsibility for yourself. You have to. And any of you out there, I know I have some young viewers, which I love it, but for any of you that have children, that's what you teach your children. Be responsible for yourself. You want them to be accountable for themselves. You can't continue to show them every day how to wash the dishes. Today, I'm going to need you to wash those dishes on your own. Today, I'm going to need you to handle it and move forward on your own and stand up in yourself. I'm going to need you to put the hot water. I'm going to need you to nuke the sponge to make sure you kill all the bacteria like I've taught you over and over again. And I need you to do it. And then I'm going to need you to just be successful at handling that. And that's just a part of growing and being better. So nobody's talking to me today, which is fine. I hope you guys have had a great day. It's Thursday. Tomorrow is Friday. Today is my day to be live. But just setting expectations. I will do some more videos. I've just been super busy, but I want to do some other meaty videos as far as more details. But today was just about expectations and tough love for everybody, Hi, Letta. How are you? So, oh my gosh. Speaking of, the young man that I was just talking about that I spoke to, was it this week or last week? That's a very young man. He's in his 20s. Called, set up a consultation, and he reached out to me and asked me just what did he need to do to move forward. And I gave him all this information and what he needed to do. I just got a message from him, like just right there. When y'all see me doing that swiping, when you see me doing that swiping, excellent. I'll see you in a little bit. Then it was him sharing with me that he's taking action steps. The things that I shared with him just out of my heart, because I didn't charge him anything, the things that I shared with him out of my heart, he's taking action on them, and he's going to do very, very well. His situation, like a lot of people I talk to, they don't have credit cards, and you cannot succeed without credit cards because that's worth 165 points. And so I don't care if you have nothing negative, no negative items on your credit report. Without credit cards, you just can't succeed. So, and I was talking to someone else, and I made a point. Sometimes I make points and I'm like, oh, that was good. And I was talking to somebody, and she was saying how, yes, it was awesome. She was, the young lady was saying how she wants to move forward, and she wants forward, and she needs a credit card. So I talked to her a few months ago, and then she got back on my schedule, and she's like, well, Winnie, what do I need to do? I said, you still don't have a credit card. You're not going to succeed. There's a way to manage your credit cards. You have to have one on deck. And so I sent her the Discover link because you guys know that I prefer Discover. I'm affiliated with a card. I have a Winnie card, but I don't introduce the Winnie card before I introduce the Discover card because I have other people at heart, because the Discover card is a mainstream card, and it's not a subprime card. And if you can pre-qualify for a secured Discover card, you will graduate to an unsecured card, and then you'll get lots of credit line increases when you manage it the way that I shared with you. So anyway, this young lady, I was telling her that the only way for you to get credit age, and credit age is 15% of your score, 82.5 points, is for your credit to age. So that's why people who are in their 40s have 3 years of credit age or 4 years of credit age. It's not that they didn't have credit in their 20s. It's because they were opening, closing accounts. So like my son that's 23, he has several accounts that are open that he'll never close. So when he hits my age, the seasoned age of 47, he will have 20 plus years of credit age because he already knows he's not closing the accounts he has. He has a Discover. He has Capital One. He has a Navy Federal Credit Union. He has another one, a military star card, because he's in the military. So he already has 4 cards at 23. He won't close those accounts. So he's 23. When he hits my age, they're 20 years old. So when he opens a new account, it doesn't matter. It's not going to average his credit age down enough to make an impact. Hood money, yes, absolutely. A credit union is an excellent place to get a secured card if you can qualify for it. The only thing that I say about that is I suggest to pre-qualify first if they can do it with a soft pull. The reason why I say that is because depending on what your credit looks like, if you don't have enough credit, if you have a thin profile, meaning you don't have enough of a credit mix, then you'll get a hard inquiry. If you get a hard inquiry, it's going to snatch 3 to 5 of your points. That's why I say pre-qualify first. So I'm going to put in the description box. Let me make sure I put a note to put the Discover pre-qualify link in the description box. And you don't have to go with Discover. The reason why I want you to try to pre-qualify with Discover is because if you qualify for the Discover secured card, you'll most likely qualify for the credit union. It's just a test, and at least it's a soft pull so that you know before you get that hard pull. Because I did a video on hard inquiries. If you get a pull and you don't get the credit, it's a 3 to 5 point snatch. If you get the credit, it's only 1 to 2 points. So I want to minimize your points. So try to pre-qualify for the Discover. If you pre-qualify for the Discover, then go to the credit union, because most likely you will be able to qualify for the secured. And it's best to go with the credit unions because they're going to have the best rates. And you're also establishing a relationship with the credit union so that you can do things in the future. Once you establish a relationship with them, you can do all kinds of things. You can get car loans with them in the future once you manage that credit card well, meaning you keep the balance low, between 1 to 7% of the limit. So if you have a $200 limit, you start off the card with $200. You then keep it between $2 to $14. That's 1 to 7%. And you pay that, make sure that the balance reports by the statement closing date, because that's the date that the balance reports to the credit bureau. When you establish a relationship with the credit union, you can go get a car for lower rates, and you're letting it age out. You have a relationship. You can go when you're ready to buy your home and get a better rate. The other thing that I wanted to share with you guys about homes, for those of you that are out there purchasing homes, I've had several people ask me over the last few days, so if I go to a lender and I go to pre-qualify, do I have to go with that company? Absolutely not. Go get a pre-qualification letter from a company, from a lender, and then take that pre-qualification letter and shop around for a better rate. Say, hey, look, I've got this right here at 3.2%. What can you do? What other programs do you have in place? Do not stick with one place. Shop around for other better rates. The other thing, you don't have to go with the same realtor. It's you. You are the boss. You the boss. So if you get a pre-qualification letter, say thank you, and you don't have to, and you know what we do? A lot of times we give people so much information. We tell them everything. Well, yeah, this is what I'm trying to do. No, give them just what they need. And that's, whatever they ask you for, give them that. And then don't allow them to lock you in. Don't allow them to intimidate you, because they will, because they want your business. But you're the boss. Don't let them intimidate you. Say, thank you, I appreciate it, I will get back to you. And then what you do is you take that letter to 3 or 4 other lenders within that 30-day period, because you have a month to shop around where it's not counted as an individual inquiry. So you shop around within that 30 days to find a better rate, because you'll be surprised. You'll take that pre-qualification letter, because those other lenders want your business. They will offer you a lower rate. Sometimes they'll offer you a program. I suggest not going to the big companies like Quickens, all those big guys, because they don't usually work with programs. Why? Because they don't have to. They get so many different people. When you go with a smaller lender, they're willing to get you a lower rate. They're willing to get you grants, even if you're not a first-time buyer. So shop around. That is my suggestion. But definitely establish a relationship with a credit union if you can, but don't get a hard inquiry if you don't have to. I'll make sure to put in the description box the Discover pre-qualify link. That way, if you pre-qualify for Discover, most likely you'll pre-qualify at the credit union. I also have to put the budget tracker I said I was gonna put down there. I gotta take notes because I'll forget. My brain is like a sifter, so I'll make sure to put that in the description box tonight. So give me a little bit to do that. But thank you for that question. But I hope you guys are having a good day today. I hope you are. I'm having a great day. It's warm. I'm hot. See, I'm looking probably sweating. But anyway, I'm going to jump off of here unless anybody else has a question. Let's see. I think I've only got a couple of people on here. But thank you for popping on with me. And I've been on for 30 minutes, so I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of, you know what? And I'm going to leave on this note. I want you to high five yourself for something you did today. And if you didn't do something to high five yourself for, tomorrow find something small to high five yourself for. Every day, I need you to look yourself in the mirror and I need you to tell yourself, good job. Good job for I don't know, whatever it is. You know, today I worked out. Today I've been super productive. Today I'm full of joy. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling good. And so I high five myself for being a good parent, you know, teaching my daughter. I had to preach the other day. So whatever it is that you can high five yourself for, do that. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.